All right, guys. Hey. I'll just do a quick one outside here. A little bit of a gray day, but not too bad. I'm in sort of the downtown area. So, oh, my camera work is terrible. There we go. Zoom out. I can't zoom anymore. Sorry. So yeah, I just want to talk quickly about the state of the world, sort of the global political scene unfolding that's affecting everybody. The main thing to say about all this, of course, is this is nothing that was unforeseen or not really a surprise, maybe. It's indeed a grand culmination. Everything is coming to a very fine point. And I guess, how do we say that? The lines that were drawn that are kind of artificial anyway are sort of being tested and pushed to a certain capacity, but we have the strength to get through it. Similar to how we have these human bodies, and we go through various incarnations, different lessons that are very necessary for us to learn. In a similar way, the global scene unfolds this way, of course. So we have the world sort of shedding skin in a different type of way every other generation, basically. And now, rapid fire. So, yeah, the Mayan word for like the eras, the Baktuns, they are shortening and hastening, as we can see. It's stressful because, there's concerns for money, there's concerns for affordable housing. Are we really doing enough to procure and safeguard this green planet, or is she going to shake us real good soon, even more, under God's ordinances and such? So yeah, it's a little precarious and tricky, and I know that it's not easy, and it can cause a lot of headaches and stress, insomnia, depression, even all kinds of stuff. But we have to remember always, this is a temporary state. It's a temporary condition that we're facing. It doesn't matter what corner of the world that we're in. We could be in a so-called first world or so-called third world. All are necessary lessons to go through, and they add strength, capacity, and appreciation to the eternal spirit. These lifetimes are very short. Sometimes they seem long. When we're feeling stressed out, or maybe we're wondering about where we're going, that could be individually and collectively, naturally. And to find ourselves in a space of zen, or call it what you like, a grand state of peace inside, that for all these things, this too shall pass. For all these things, we are eternal soul sparks. And life gives us a lot of uncomfortable challenges. Sometimes if we feel we're not really meant to belong here, or we don't belong here, it's because we don't. This is a pilgrimage. We have to remember that it's just a pilgrimage, and nothing here that is happening to us is or internal state. The temporary nature of it is going to help us to succeed when we realize this more and more. We become more and more of a friend on the interior with the Almighty, or call it what you like, with the God source. So yeah, we're seeing wars, we're seeing upheavals, we're seeing shifts, we're seeing trade wars even. All this to come to some sort of, hopefully, eventual state of global peace, but it looks like it's going to be nasty before it's good. So yeah, a lot of the world prophecies talk about this. So let's not be surprised, my friends, that there's some tensions on the planet. It's happening inside of people, it's happening outside of us. We're seeing, it's going to fix my hand here. Sorry. We're seeing all kinds of shenanigans take place. We're seeing all kinds of... my camera work is terrible, by the way. Oh well. We're seeing all kinds of awkward situations unfolding. Whatever is inside, what could be a seed of a thought, it could be an action, it could be a desire that wants to come out to be fulfilled. In many cases, it will happen. This is like a world of desires, to borrow from the old Hindu school thought. The world of desires means, people come here to taste things, to see what's good, what isn't, and then to learn why it is good or is not. And some of us may already be finished with some certain lessons, and other people still have to go through it. Sometimes we think we've figured out a lot, and then we get a weird surprise to bring us back down to the earth in order to rise again. One thing my dad certainly did teach me was the art of being a phoenix, and I can say it a million times and I'll never get tired of saying it. We have to be able to rise from our own ashes, and that's individually. That could be if you're in a marriage or couplehood. It could be family. It could be your city, the society that you're in. and then of course globally, and then of course galactically, and then beyond and beyond. So we're sharing all these energies, and we're trying to find some sanity and a semblance of a true reality that makes us content and feel assured on the inside that things are not always so bad. There's still lots of good in the world. So yeah, we're going to see some very strange things. We already have been, let's be honest. And probably the best is yet to come. We have to see it as like we have to see a smoke screen for what it is. We got to see an act and a show for what it is, but it's also at the same time real. It's almost like this world is, yeah, people say it's an illusion and like a dream, and yeah, it kind of is. It kind of really is. It's real and not real at the exact same time. And when we die and leave the body, we're like, oh yeah, of course, and we see a little bit of a better picture. So it's very good and healthy and wise to try to identify ourselves with our eternal state, certainly, but not to use or abuse your own self too much, humanly speaking. And yeah, a lot of us desire world peace. Some people are not ready for that or something. It seems there's fear, like usually if it's, you know, one side of the world versus another, and world wars and stuff like this, it's basically it's just about survival instincts, I guess, right? Like, oh, I better be strong and get them before they get us, and that kind of thing. But as a global race, I think we're realizing most people don't want to fight and don't want to have conflict, not that much. We don't need all the drama. We need to get away from all this drama and find, you know, bigger things. We need to create a better field, so to speak, a better world where we can all explore and express ourselves properly, truly, and not be stuck in a stagnant state, or be, you know, morose too much, or feel like it's hopeless. It's not hopeless. Worst case scenario, we die and get out of here and go to a better place anyway. That's the worst. Best case scenario, we bring in heaven on earth as much as we can. And to realize there is no, it's not like it's a big mystery that's unknown. Like the divine sources understand all that's going on, and we can too, very easily. It doesn't take a lot of thought, really, to recognize that, to realize that we are in a place where we're supposed to be for our betterment ultimately, even with the ugly stains sometimes and the bruises we get, the injuries. Sometimes we get just have to sit in the bench for a while and take a time out. So be it. It's okay. Everything is valid in that sense. And if it's even if it's a moment of tension, it's almost like something rising up above the water, or like a balloon feeling like it's going to explode or something. So that moment of like suspense or holding the breath quickly, and then all of a sudden, poof. And oftentimes, as you guys know, it's usually not as bad as we think. In so many instances, it's never quite happens as bad as we might think. But it's good for our mind to stretch in different directions, to be, you know, just in case kind of thing. So be aware of things, not to be caught off guard like a fool, but so to have the discernment and the awareness, and be adaptable enough to make sure that you can pivot yourself. I want everybody to do that. Make sure you can pivot yourself and adapt. Always have plan B, plan C, plan D. It's okay. In this temporary world, we're kind of like chess masters with our own lives, I guess. We can be our own pawn, we can be our own king, we can be our own queen, we can be any and all the above, be our own bishop. So just go with that metaphor for a second, or whatever. So yeah, let's not think that anything is doom and gloom. And yeah, things will be okay. This will be like a strange dream that we wake up from. Honestly, it really is like that. And nothing here that is damaging or hurtful stays that way. Everybody is intended to love and be loved, and not to be in a perpetual state of duress and self-imposed house arrest or something. So let's recognize that and try our best to be authentic. Say what you want, like in the Bible when it says, let your yes be yes, and let your no be no. And whatever is beyond this is from the evil one, simply meaning if you're not being true to you, you'll not be true with the world. So we can see, you know, politicians with their little charades and such, and saying the right things, seemingly so, and then kind of acting and maybe meaning contrary. So it's like a bad act that we see witnessing it before our very eyes. So let's be humble, but let's be strong and proud that we've come this far as a human race. As an individual, I'm proud of you, whoever watches this. I don't have to have lots of views, but if I can help one heart, one mind to be soothed, I'm beyond happy. And I'm constantly teaching and doctoring myself. What's the old quote? Physician, heal thyself. Well, yeah, that's all we can do, and be in a better state. And realize we are not alone. Most of the world is feeling the tension and the discomfort right now, and we would like to get through to the other side of things. And that's going to be a beautiful glory and a wonderful peace and a golden dawn, etc. Call it whatever you want. Now let's get there. And if the world is divided in two, and some people sort of ascend and go somewhere else and others get eradicated, I don't know how it all works, but let it be what it must be, and just do our best to ourselves and anybody around us, and don't be too hard on the self. Really, we are eternal, we are immortal, and this is just a dance in the wind. And each body is just like each clothing. You guys already know that. So I'm not really trying to preach to the choir, but I'm just trying to encourage and enforce faith and hope and such. Things are going to be fine. So let's be strong, let's be true, let's be wise, and we're going to get through it. And either way, we don't remain here anyhow. So it's all good. Wish you guys the best. Take care. Let's get through this global mess, and it'll be a wonderful testimony, isn't it? All right, take care, and we'll talk soon. Love ya. Ciao.